You can't keep spacing out, okay?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's...
Who's that guy? You know him or something? He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, I don't want to take advantage.
No, please. I mean...
You're welcome, I guess.
Leave it to me.
Stop. I'm gonna level. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking...
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed.
Hey, what do we do now? Okay, stay up.
Too slow. Too slow. Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the Babyyyy... Oh, all right.
This should be enough. Guess I should... Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you? You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice. Have we met before? No, we haven't met. I have no recollection. Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
A puppet? What makes...
Huh?
You were right. The look on his face.
I guess you do know me after all. Look, I'm just a wanderer. Okay, but please let me do...
Are you really working for that guy?
Yes, I ran...
That's...
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with...
Then let's return to the...
Too slow. Quit following me. Too slow. Too slow. Too slow. Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more.
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. So
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid.
what?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you... But look, it was pouring down, and imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird. But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even...
But I don't... You're right. Then I suppose this is...
Don't mention it, kiddo.
Thank you. All right, done. Quit following me. Quit following me. Too slow.
What's wrong? Huh?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. You say that you are trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you...
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past on...
I wouldn't call it the past. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it's... Oh, like a past? Yes. Something far more distant than the...
Okay. I have to ask. Oh, okay. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation. If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you nearly died because of what other people did. And many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated God. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were... Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes...
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome...
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time. A chain of cause and effect.
That is the nature of truth.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but... Yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street! He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything. What a weird situation.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the God of Wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must...
Yes, it's all true.
Please, I want to see them for myself.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental...
I'm just a puppet. With no heart.
Very well. Wait, shouldn't we go with him?
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf? Oh, good point. Given your,
Understood.
Thank you. Now.
No matter what lies ahead, I'll face it.
ready for a rehearsal? This looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth.
Sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but...
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here.
Is that because...
You could say that, in a sense.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners? No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved, too. No mining crew would be capable of this. Hmm? There's someone passed out? You're awake. What happened? Huh.
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichio's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa.
And the rest is history.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately
Let me get you out of here.
During the Tatarisuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. The Balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarisuna, but Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Huh? What are we doing back here? Whoa, this is where you were born?
I was abandoned, like you.
Okay, I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died. He kept coughing all the time.
But you can't.
Yup, we're family now.
This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him. After leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name.
What happened to the child?
He died from his illness while he was still very young. The balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. The voices have gone. It looks like...
Let's keep going.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I warn you. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
Evil conquering! Worthless!
Counterattack! Send it quickly!
Worthless! Tear! Worthless!
Rise.
This is bad. I guess this is it. Well met. Put your back into it. You can't run.
Judgment is upon you.
I see through you. Don't be a killjoy. That all you got? You can't run. Well, don't be a killjoy. You've only just begun. I see through you. You can't run! Well, looks like I went too far.
This place is dark.
Paimon knows this place. It's the delusion factory in Inazuma.
In the original version of events, the Traveler was
Such a creepy atmosphere. Hey, look over there!
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow. You shouldn't have.
Huh. What do you have to gain? Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings.
Save your breath.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it.
Surely you're not.
I just can't have you getting in my way.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above. By then, see you at the victory feast.
Poor little tongue? She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who'd... Forget it. Someone might find me here.
The plot does not end here. There is more.
Yes.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Winter shall eventually come.
Are you? Think you can get away?
Evil conquerors! Here!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Here! Worthless! No escape! Can't run from death.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the...
Welcome.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming...
The biological transformation.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal. Alas, after that, you were under...
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
The doctor again?
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of...
Let's move on.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes.
In your eyes?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are... Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human.
I've seen enough of my past. No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But won't that mean
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules. As a puppet living in a human world...
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. Are you sure you want...
I've lived with the void in my chest my whole life. But then I met you. I've always felt I have an innate tendency, so I beg you.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours. You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is... my...
Is he alright?
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end. This is trying my patience.
Have you got all your
Got any more stupid questions?
Insignificant pest!
Quit following me. At my command, you shall fall. Too slow. You're dead. Quit following. The wind rises. Feeble human. Squall and fury. My endless cycle begins. Quit following me. Insignificant pest! Behold! How amusing. Feeble human! Wretched vermin! Too slow. Churn! Too slow. The wind rises. Insignificant pest! Search for it. Quit following me. Perish! Squall and fury. At my command, you shall fall. Quit following me. Behold! Search for it. Insignificant pest! How amusing. Squall and fury, bow your head. My endless cycle begins! Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
It disappeared.
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too.
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am. You sound like you're concerned about me. But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't...
The memory recovery seems to have been a success.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
Welcome back, traveler. Paimon, Balladeer.
If you...
You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it. After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry... I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it...
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that. Changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people, these are not simple things to accomplish. What you are looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will...
Indeed.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan. But before that...
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it. Oh, right. I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what secrets can be uncovered, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I want to know as well. I will try.
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma? So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor, and I'll do everything I can to pay it back. Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books. Some things in this world can never be brought back, and they can never be changed, which is why there is emotion in the human world. Everything that you feel is real and lasting, and whatever is missing in you will not be made whole. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway, I gave up trying to become a human a long time ago.
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing your feelings. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but the most important thing now is that you need to follow Nahida. Otherwise, all our efforts will...
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you, too.
Why?
Because...
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name...
No! Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
Have you got anything? Are you sure? Okay. Have you got... I have no need for these names anymore. Okay. Have you got anything? Are you sure? Oh, all right. If you say so.
There. Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname? Are you done yet? Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one. Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will
You mean
the doctor, at least.
Now that your stance has changed...
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall, even though the events have been erased from the world.
I see.
Huh? But...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Maybe that's how it always should have been. What's that look for? Don't make that face. I know what I'm doing. That day will come. All right. We're done here. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant.
Yeah, true. But even so, so we...
I've got it! I can end my novel with some...
You mean because...
Yeah! I heard that the dark clouds had dissipated. Then, one night, as all these expressions of joy melted down... Life is a story too...
Are you sure it has to be me?
about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back. Wow, good! Huh? Look at the vase. Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? Like...
You sound lost and confused. I know why you are troubled.
Huh? Is there someone here?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance. When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, like a vase that falls to the ground, whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, history does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eye.
The voice has disappeared. And who the heck was that? Anyway, that face is still lying there broken on the ground. It feels wrong just leaving it there.
I'll leave that kind of thing to fate. Obsessing over something that's destined to be ever out of one's reach is just a waste of time. I have more important things to attend to at the moment. Although the idea of divine favor makes me a little ill, I'm not going to be picky about a new source of power. You think there's some kind of meaning behind the element of animo? Why did that thought even occur to you? The gods aren't guided by any kind of rationality or moral compass. Haven't I shown that to you already? While I still had value as a pawn, She might have had other reasons to keep me alive. It's certainly possible that it was because she's wise or benevolent, or happened to see a hint of loneliness within me. You think I'm trying to think the worst of her? Ha! Did you really expect anything else? In case you've forgotten, I'm no saint. It's a pity that Lesser Lord Kusanali already forced him to erase so many of his segments. The joy I would have derived from slicing them apart, one by one. You speak of the descendant of the Kaitahara clan? Then isn't he... Wait, he also possesses an animo vision? And even managed to take on the Raiden Shogun's Musa no Hirotachi? I once thought that deification would allow me to get rid of all my pointless emotions, but I've since abandoned that view. Anger, whether it be from others or myself, is too convenient and useful as a tool. How can some people just never become angry? I find that impossible to even imagine. Do they just not have a single mean bone in their bodies? When I entered Irminsul, there was only one thought in my mind. I wish I'd never been born at all. Irminsul responded to my wish, but didn't bring me the outcome I desired. The fate of this world hasn't changed a single bit when it comes to playing cruel tricks on its prisoners. Give me your hand. There's no need to be nervous. I'm just taking you to a vantage point. How is it? The scenery here should be quite breathtaking. There's no need to thank me. I see a little point in it. There's no need to exchange.
Oh? Oh.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.